Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's great to see you here. My name's Emily, and I'm living here at the moment, temporarily. This is my bedroom for 4 nights and days a week over a 6-week period, and today actually marks the halfway mark of my time here. Before I tell you more about that, I'd just like to acknowledge and pay my deep respect to the traditional custodians of the land that we meet on today. And I would also like to express my thanks and gratitude to Mona and everybody that works here. What a crew of people. This place is honestly the best place to work. I love it. You know, everybody that I've dealt with here has just welcomed me in as part of this family. I've worked here a lot over the years, and it just never fails to make me feel great. So I'm very, very happy to be here. I'm here in residence, and just to give you a little bit of context, basically what I'm doing is during the day I'm composing music with my harp and with my voice, my violin, experimenting, writing, and then sharing what I've done at the end of the day. And that was the plan. I've done that before. I've been here for short residencies in the past, and that was how it worked. But I kind of had this idea a few months ago, maybe 3 months ago, that it would be really fun, to sleep here alone in the museum. Why, you may ask? That's a common question that I get. Why? Because I have a sleep disorder. I sleepwalk and I sleep talk. And I'm really intrigued by it. I'm interested in it. It's a bit of a mystery to me. It's pretty horrible, actually. I have a lot of terrors and nightmares, and it happens pretty often. And I'd really love to be able to gain some control over it or understand it better by really facing up to it, I guess, was my thought. Because I've always just sort of shoved it to the side and hoped that it would go away, but it just hasn't. And I thought at the least maybe I could make some creative work inspired by it. So while I'm here, my activities are being filmed. So it's all being live streamed, which initially I felt was really awful, really uncomfortable. It's taken me a little while to get used to that. And also just the concept of making work in front of people is not a super easy thing to get used to either. You know, normally when we present work, it's something that we've developed in private, made and decided it's good enough to share and that we want to share it and that it's ready. But this is different because making stuff in the presence of people throughout the day, and it's interesting. And for me, this process, at the halfway mark, my reflections are that it's less about composing for the sake of composing. It's more just existing here and seeing what happens as part of that process. And I haven't actually done any sleepwalking at all yet. David Walsh came yesterday to the concert. It was great to see him. And I said, David, I haven't sleepwalked at all. And he said, that's disappointing. But no, it's fine. And you know, he gets it too, that I just have to accept whatever happens. It is what it is. And, you know, I think it's one of those things. Our minds are so powerful. And I know it's all up here. And it's been such an intense experience, far more than I anticipated that it would be, being here. And just dealing with being alone. I'm not used to being alone. Dealing with the dark, turns out it's a big problem for me. Just having lots of time to think. Running out of ideas. You know, what do I make when I'm not sure what to make? Just making discoveries. Anyway, it's been really good, hard, interesting, difficult, uncomfortable, enriching so far. So that just gives you a little bit of background. Does anybody have any questions at this point? I'm really happy to answer any burning questions that you may have before I share with you what I've made today. No? Okay. Well, if you think of anything as we go, feel free to raise your hand and we can deal with those questions. So I had a breakthrough last night. And the breakthrough was that I did some sleep talking for the first time since I got here. Normally I talk in my sleep all the time, consistently, every night. Hasn't happened. I've barely been able to remember my dreams. I think I'm trying not to try too hard, but I think I just must be trying too hard. I don't know. But last night I spoke in my sleep, and I would share it with you through the microphone, but it's too soft to hear. I already tried. So I'll just have to tell you. So what I said in my sleep very clearly were 2 words, and the words were risk appetite. And I thought, okay, right. I was excited that I'd said something. That was exciting for me. Good, something's happening. And I thought, all right, I was having my shower over in the admin building because in the morning I have to take my towel and my toiletry bag and trot through the museum. The cleaners are normally here by that stage. The lights all come on at 6 o'clock and I'm awake. Go and have my shower. And while I'm in the shower, I'm thinking, risk appetite, risk appetite. Why have I said that? What does that mean? And then I thought about it, and I really feel like I know exactly what it means because this feels extremely risky in so many ways, you know, about all those things I was telling you before, putting yourself on the line to make stuff be vulnerable. And this is a very real experience. I'm allowing the public, anyone in the world, to see me get up in the morning or go to sleep or be asleep. I mean, it's pretty weird. So they're seeing a real me, you know. It's pretty, I don't know, it's pretty strange. Anyway, I was in the shower and these words just came to me and I actually kept having to get out of the shower and write in my Google Tasks lists the next bit of lyrics that were coming to me as I was having my shower. Sorry, that's a really weird picture to put in your head, but there it is. It's what happened. So I'm going to share with you a song that I made. I'm really sorry that the OH&S guy, risk management guy, isn't here. He actually came in this morning and I told him about this and he was quite excited that my sleep talk was about risk. But he's not here. He said he was maybe going to come, but he's not, I don't think. That's okay. He probably got busy managing risks somewhere. All right, here we go. Risk appetite. This still needs a little bit of work, but I'm kind of excited by it. It feels really relevant to me.
What's your risk appetite? Are you gonna let them see you fight? Let them see you're not alright. What's your risk appetite? Gonna tell them why you care. Gonna feel it when they stare. When you haven't done your hair. When your thoughts are everywhere. Let them see when you're afraid. Let them hear mistakes you make. When your confidence has caved. When your mind becomes deranged. Gonna let yourself be real. Tell them how you really feel. Probably gonna take a fall. Gonna have to risk it all.
Thanks. That feels like a kind of a watershed moment to have actually made a creative piece based on something that happened in my sleep. It's taken 3 weeks and it happened. Yes. It feels good. Maybe there'll be more now. I hope so. And if there isn't, at least there was something. So that's good. Does anyone have anything they want to ask before I move on and play something else for you? Yeah. Yep. Yeah. The question is about what this is and does it evolve. So you'll see there's a whole heap of words up on the wall here. And my idea in writing on the wall was that I thought it would be cool to write about my dreams. But I can't remember any of my dreams. So I was feeling a lot of things, though, especially, the whole time I've been just feeling a lot of things, and it's all over the place. You know, the words in that song were really very raw, actually, because my thoughts have been everywhere. This place is quite messing with my head, and feeling so many very intense feelings about lots of things, about, the being here, the being alone, the dark, the fear, even though I know I'm safe, but just knowing that I'm fearing what's in my head. And normally I'm a fairly rational person, I like to think, but just can't help my head getting away from me. But also just the whole creative thing, sometimes just feeling devoid of ideas or just empty or lost or just emotional. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. I've been spending some time most mornings going to the Yonsei installation. I don't know if anyone's had a chance to check that out. It's really had a big impact on me. It's incredible and very moving. And I was just having such an emotional morning the other day, and I went in and I just cried and cried. There's just a lot of emotion. It's hard to convey why. I know it seems a bit ridiculous, doesn't it? You'll notice I've written the word ridiculous and nonsense up there because I think about it, and I think it took me till about halfway through week 2 to actually realise, what is this nonsense thing that I'm doing? And I think everybody else around me was probably there before me. They're like, yeah, yep, why are you doing it? You're mad. Anyway, so yeah, this is evolving. So I'm just writing words up all the time, and it's just become a place for me to write my feelings, essentially. And it feels very powerful for me. I don't know how I'm going to deal with it at the end. It'll be very hard to walk away from it. And I was even wondering about whether I should ask to get a paint roller and just paint over it at the end, perhaps. Don't know if they'll let me do that. But I feel like I can't just leave it somewhere to be forgotten. And I don't think I can take it home either. I don't think my house is big enough to contain such a thing. Okay. Yeah, question. Yes. Yep. Yep. Yeah, they have recommenced. Yeah, so I'm keeping my sleep talk recorder on at home, and I have said some things. Yeah, during the week I said in one sleep talk recording, I said very clearly, like I was delivering an interview, like really clear. I said, I feel free, I feel safe, it's different. In another one, I kept, oh, here he is. I've just sung the song. I've done it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll do it next week, I promise. I promise I will. Okay, on Friday, it's a date. We'll do it. Oh, I'm so sorry you missed it. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, the other thing I said a few times was, why is it so dark in here? Because, yeah, it was just, I found it intensely dark in here the first 4 days. And in the end, I asked to have just a few more lights on because I have to walk through this space to get to the bathroom. And it was just too much. Yeah, it was too much. I felt like, okay, you know what? It's just enough. It's just enough being here. Yeah, it's good to know sometimes and test and acknowledge where the limits exist. Yeah, and it's okay to call them. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for your question. Any other questions at all? No. All right. Okay, I'm going to share the other thing that I made today, which was inspired by an idea of a colleague here. It's funny sometimes how you can be so absorbed in what you do that you fail to see things that are obvious. So I love experimenting with making noise on this instrument and on my violin and with my voice and using some, pedals and loop station and whatever. But my colleague and friend, Pat, hope you don't mind me calling you out here, Pat, we were having a chat yesterday and Pat's like, oh, have you thought about turning the volume down and then playing the note and then turning it up and not getting the attack on the note? Because the harp has this, huge resonating chamber and there's a lot of sound that happens, but the decay, the sound just falls away really quickly. And I thought, no, why have I not tried that? Such a good idea. So I just did a little improvisation thing this morning, really early actually. I tried it as soon as I woke up. I couldn't wait to try it. It's if you look at last night's live stream at about 5:45 in the morning, I did this little thing and I really liked it. And I just can't believe that I never thought of it. So thanks, Pat. I should name it after you, perhaps. So just to explain how I'm going to do it, there's a little knob on my harp that... I don't know if I had it turned down. That's interesting. It controls the volume on the output on the harp, so I can do it from here easily. So that's how I'm gonna do it. Had a lovely time this morning. I just did that for like maybe, I don't know how long it was, a good length of time. It was nice. And I built up like more layers, let it go. So a lot of the things that I've been making while I've been here during the day are really just sort of in the moment things rather than necessarily like a song that I would share in a concert. So yeah, just really trying to enjoy those things that happen just organically in the moment and linking in with the mood that I'm in, or the headspace that I'm in. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh, what to play next? I never come up with much of a plan for these concerts. I like to just wait and see what I feel like doing. I might play a little thing that I made the other day. I only played it on the day that I made it, whenever that was. But I might revisit it today, and I haven't reviewed it since then, so who knows what will happen. But I called this song Dark Corners, just reflecting on my very strong reaction to the dark. And how it made me feel, and thinking, you know, allowing my mind to run away with me around what could be there, but also thinking about, you know, is it necessarily bad stuff, or maybe it's good stuff? I don't know. Anyway, this is just a little composition. I should trawl back through my live streams and work out which day I made this and piece it all together. Does anybody else have any other questions before I play this one for you? No? Okay. Thanks. It's interesting revisiting something that you've only spent a brief amount of time on and then kind of come back to it. Okay. Anything anybody wants to ask? Yes. Hi. What was that? Sorry? Yes. Yeah, they will. The question for the live stream is, will these be available? Absolutely. So all of my everything here is being live streamed to my YouTube channel. So I have three live streams a day. So I turn it on at 10 o'clock. So from 10 until 2:30, and that's called the composition live stream. And then I turn it back on at 3. So there's the concert, and then sleep, which I turn on at about like whatever time I'm back in here, like 9:30, somewhere between 9:30 and 11 at night. I turn it on, and we have the sleep one. Yeah, which is really incredibly boring. Yeah, I basically just get ready for bed and go to bed and close the curtain and that's it. Sometimes I play harp before I go to bed. There's been a few nights I've done that and just indulged. I really love, and what I do most of the time when I'm in my gigging life is play covers of songs that I really love. And it's sort of what got me into exploring the harp in different ways. So yeah, sometimes in the evening I'll just indulge in that. Yeah, and sometimes early in the morning I'll play some stuff as well. And you just never know, in the 3 weeks to come, I just might have a sleepwalk. So maybe I should pretend to sleepwalk. I mean, nobody would know, would they? But that would seem inauthentic. So no, I won't do that. Yes, so yeah, you can see all the live streams and check it all out on YouTube just under, if you search for my name. I'm also taking lots of little sort of documentation videos, little snippets as I go, you know, things that have happened or stories that are relevant. I just take a little video and I share it on my Instagram stories, and they're all under the highlights for Room of Dreams. So if you want to kind of watch all of the stuff, then you'll see it there. There's a whole lot of stuff. So yeah, it's all there. Yeah. And you can, oh yeah. Yes. Oh, that's a lovely question. Yeah, thank you. The question from my live streamers was, this gentleman's found me on Spotify, where I am located, but how to purchase the music. On Bandcamp is where you can purchase. So if you search my name on Bandcamp, you can buy my album, which I released actually, it's almost exactly 2 years since I released my album. I'm so proud of it. It was a really big deal for me. I came to Harp as an adult, and the whole process of being a working musician and making my own music is all really pretty new for me. So yeah, it was a huge learning curve to write and record my own stuff. So yeah, that was pretty exciting. So yes, you can do that. Thank you. It's really kind. Yeah. Oh, my most favourite song. What's the time? I've got so many favourite songs. Look, my favourite song to play, I've got probably 2 favourites that come to mind, and I've probably got time for both of them if you can be bothered sitting through 2 songs. And it's fine if you need to go. There's no pressure to keep you here. But one of them is an original song and one of them is a cover that I'm really enjoying singing at the moment. So I might start with the cover, and it's a song by the Cranberries, and it's I think just recently I read last week that it's been 25 years since that album was released, and I feel like this song is just, there's a lot that's incredibly and unfortunately relevant today, and it's called Zombie, and I guess, tomorrow's Halloween. It's not a Halloween song, but I suppose the name's Halloweeny. I don't celebrate Halloween, so that's really irrelevant. But here it is. This is Zombie. And then after that, I'm going to play you my favourite original song as well. Yep. Thanks. I have this psychological barrier around lyrics. So if I don't have them written down, I will definitely forget them. But if I have them, I probably won't look at them. I've got to sort my head out.
In your head
What a song. I wish it wasn't so relevant. Okay, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. It has just been such a pleasure, and I feel like this is quite a special moment for me, actually, at this halfway mark. So thanks so much for your presence. It means a lot. Initially in this residency, I was feeling like the concert, I couldn't quite work out what the purpose of it was, because it was just a lot more about process, but I'm feeling like the concerts are really something to sort of feed me now, which is really nice, and I'm really quite looking forward to each day at 3 o'clock. So yeah, thanks. All right, last song. After I finish this, there's a performance happening up at the Nolan Gallery at 4 p.m. where Colin and Yilan are completing their final day of a 4-month residency, doing their performance of vibration navigation. So if you want to catch that at 4, that will be happening. So this last song is my very favourite original. For those that have spent multiple days with me, you will have heard this quite a few times now, but I just love playing it. I never get sick of it. It just, again, like it kind of just feeds me. It makes me feel really good. And it's called Awaken, and it's the title track off my album. So yeah, this is my other favourite song. Thanks. If anybody's got any questions or wants to have a chat to me afterwards, please do feel free. Thank you so much, everybody. I really enjoyed that. Cheers. Have a happy day, I hope.